sneeze. Fuck. Okay, are we here? Are we settled? Are we ready to go? Fucking ramen. Yes, maybe. Is Jenna here? Is Jenna just being quiet?
Her mic is muted in Discord.
Oh,
because I was bitching about her keyboard. I'm sorry.
She has the loudest keyboard. I hate it.
It's really nice. I want a louder
Well,
keyboard.
Cedric, no.
I want a
Keyboard's too
typewriter.
loud already.
I'm gonna write my RP on a typewriter and mail it to you.
I will drive to your house and kill you with it.
That's fine.
The letter, not the typewriter, for the record.
That's what I figured, like a big...
That's, I mean, yeah. Okay, we could get started. I got fucking sneeze, but I'm just gonna ignore that.
Alright, everybody start recording in 1,
We're not recording.
3,
I'm not recording.
5, 7,
Tim, I'll
3.
Tim, I hate you.
3 again.
In 3, 2, fuck wait.
Again.
We'll start recording with this random number generator.
Tim, you're gonna be within
157.
physical range of me in like 2 weeks.
10,020.
Be nice.
5. 1/2. 5 again.
I don't like this.
Everybody roll d20s until we all crit on the same turn, and then we'll start recording.
No, that's way too likely. That's way too likely.
That's way too likely, yeah.
Let's do the random number generator. I think that's a much safer bet. We'll never have to play again. Jenna, your hair looks really cute. You did the new colors thing.
Oh no, this is just it washing out and me being lazy as fuck. That's not a thing.
Well, it's still cute. It's fine.
Jenna's speaking to us from a drain pipe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jenna,
hold on, my actual thing isn't plugged in.
Jenna's on the
She's
run.
speaking into a robot? What is?
for
What
some
does she
reason,
have?
I actually... Oh, the round... I don't know.
What is
Somebody
the
fell
round?
through her ceiling and there's a lot of wind noise.
So
They're not still falling, Tim.
It's still falling.
She has very,
They're in the
very high
process of
ceilings.
falling.
Jenna, you should keep a slide whistle in your house in case it happens again.
I legit have a slide whistle in the other room. I could go get it.
Oh, I keep on intending to get a slide whistle because I think it'll make day-to-day life much more enjoyable.
I've had it
I have
since...
like 7. It doesn't help, Cedric.
No,
It doesn't help.
One of them's gotta help. Try it out.
Just every situation, try each one until...
Try each one.
discover
One of
which
them's
one
gonna
works.
work.
Are some of them like in different pitches? Is it like or?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like
The
different
bass slide
sizes.
whistle.
Like there's a big one that sounds like a didgeridoo, but it's not. It's just a really big slide whistle.
Didgeridoo. Slide didgeridoo.
I don't like that.
It's like a fog.
Oh my
That's,
God,
you could
can
just get a foghorn.
Can I get a didgeridoo for my bard?
Please.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
one of those
Also,
unplayable
why do you-
instruments that Buddhist monks have that they learn to play over like 80 years of their life and then they die. Those huge ass unplayable instruments. Get one of those.
I was
Cedric, are you
have
just
you heard
making
party on a
things up
pipe organ?
again?
I'm not making
No.
things up. This exists. Let me.
The dead
Unplayable
instrument.
monk instrument.
Great. Thank you.
It's not Thelonious Monk, pianist, songwriter. No, I know this exists.
Okay. You're crazy. Okay. Yes.
Jenna, what's it called? You know what I'm talking about.
I never know what you're talking about. What are you?
No, those Buddhist monks have this instrument that like is impossible to play.
Oh, the shakuhachi.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
I
that
told
was
you it
great.
fucking exists.
Have you heard of the mute horn, the mute
The
trumpet?
shakuhachi flute.
What the hell does that mean, Tim?
Shakuhachis
It's a trumpet.
aren't hard
So-
to play, though. Like, my dad has one.
Somebody designed a trumpet that has the very precise dimensions such that it cannot vibrate in any kind of periodic way. So no matter how hard you blow into it, it will never make a sound. It's just made it.
Metal tube.
It's just a metal tube that you cannot play, and it functions exactly like a trumpet. But no matter what you do, you cannot find a pitch that will ring.
Oh god,
I love it, and I want one immediately so I
That's
can
right.
blow my lungs out on it.
Tim, you should really. That's the kind of instrument you should be digitizing, not pianos. Who
This
cares
is-
about that?
That's true.
This is why I'm getting it. This is why I'm going to grad school, so I can make incredibly useless things. I'm not kidding. I'm being completely sincere. I want the
I
Canadian
actually
government to
believe
pay me
you.
to do bullshit.
It's gonna be great.
Outstanding. Tim, you should learn how to play the didgeridoo. The real Tim.
I can't.
The
Breathe.
real Tim.
The real
As
Tim,
versus
not the
what?
fake Tim we've been talking to all
You
this
should
time.
create a
Yeah,
robot
it's like-
that will play a didgeridoo for you.
I got like a Stephen Colbert thing where there's a character that has my exact same name that's still a character.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
same
what it
name,
is.
Exact same.
I'm in
personality
very
traits.
deep.
Timothy Raha de Jesus. There you go. You know that's from my graduation. You know that, right?
Yes.
That's how they announced my name at my
I
graduation.
can never forget that. I
Yeah.
can never forget
That's how I'm gonna say it every time when we get that restaurant. I'm gonna call it Raha King. Every time.
That sounds awful. It won't make sense because nobody's up there racist and assumes that the letter J in a word they don't recognize automatically makes it Mexican.
Well, you know.
So
It was the
there-
name of the tiger in Aladdin. How could you make it more recognizable?
I don't
Wasn't it?
understand Texas,
Wait,
all
was
right?
it?
I never
Or was
saw.
I didn't
You never saw-
either, which is why I have some doubt.
You never
How
saw
do I
what
know
a tiger
that?
is.
How did you never see that?
What? I don't
How'd
know.
you-
It's one of the movies I never saw.
God, you're useless.
What? I only saw.
All of us are useless.
I only
Yeah.
saw Hercules like last year.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm so tired. Do we want to play D&D?
Yes.
Oh, do we? Really?
Do we?
Okay.
Does anyone remember what was happening?
We got
no,
our
I-
cool uniforms.
No,
Clara yelled
we were
at
being
us.
measured for our cool uniforms. We didn't get them
But
yet.
the
Oh,
cat
right.
got taken away temporarily, and
Yes.
that's all I remember.
The cat's on prohibition. We don't like him.
We-
Okay. Cedric, don't be rude. You brought back a giant unidentified cat from
I
space.
didn't do it, but I would have brought back two.
I did it. Blame this on me. Only me.
And I'm proud of.
If anyone has to go up against the wall, it's going to be Gantz.
I'm proud of Gantz. Well, that's a little dirty, but I'm proud of Gantz. I don't think you can push him against the wall.
Well, I mean, maybe
that
later.
seems a little excessive.
Fucking Christ.
Look, what Robert and Gantz
so
get
yeah.
up to in their bedroom is none of your concern.
God, in their closet.
Some robot born. Oh God. Oh God.
Why are
Don't
you
think
even
about
going there? Don't.
Yeah, don't dwell on it. Just move
Yeah.
on.
Just move right on. Okay,
Fine.
so where we were last time is you'd all come back, and the cat is indeed on prohibition because you are probation. Prohibition.
We have a cat prohibition. We need a cat speakeasy where we can go.
Meow easy.
Oh God, Cedric. Every day you disappoint me.
I know.
I know.
Look how upset Tim looks.
I mean,
He
if
looks
it's
like
cat
so
prohibition,
pissed.
What?
I think that's just his resting face.
That's just
Yes,
my-
his resting scared face. Resting pensive face.
someone, I'm
Tim, please.
using it for something.
I like
I'll
the
just put
alley
it on
twist. It's a
Tumblr. It'll
good
get
touch.
28,000 notes again.
God, please, not again.
Reblog this picture of Tim.
Oh God, yes.
Oh,
Make it go viral, internet.
I hate this.
Yeah, you had us measured for stuff, and then we picked out great things.
I don't remember.
to-
Sorry, I was
Climb
reading
the
something
sky.
more interesting.
Wow!
Wow.
The dictionary,
So basically, yeah.
a
Anything.
book with blank pages.
I was staring at nothing. It's fine.
Staring at the wall.
So you brought back the cat, and there was a new director, and there was an entire coup in the Vulkreth Academy that none of you asked about at all. But you did make your first competent team decision at once, which was to hide Ark from everyone you work for. Which is pretty good considering you had to murder a little girl to get Ark. So
We didn't murder her. She just died.
Yeah, so that was actually it was accidental. It was manslaughter, not murder. We manslaughtered a little girl for Ark.
I'd like the charges to be changed here.
I'd like the charges.
And I don't think that there's that rule where you have to assist someone in fantasy world. There's no Good Samaritan law.
I mean, the nice thing is I make all the laws in fantasy world.
Well, then we're just
Is there a bad Samaritan law where you should definitely let people die?
Yeah, it's gonna be like Seinfeld, where we just get arrested for being assholes, and we just stand trial for anyone that we ever wronged.
That's going to be exactly it. No, so you actually... It's going to be like the end of Community, where you were just on a show the whole time.
I'm sorry.
It's great.
Anyway. Be like the end of or in Always Sunny, where they invite over everybody who they have beef with so they can squash their beef. But then they light the apartment on fire and lock them in.
That's what you're going to do to Vulkreth in the end.
This seems more like our group.
Like, the first thing we did was blow up an island. Let's see what we can do to this one now.
That
How
does
can we
seem more like
escalate
your
from
group.
here?
You just invite everyone
Here.
who you couldn't defeat to Vulkreth, and then you lock the doors and blow up the island. The end.
Fine.
Anyway, God, you people make me into such a bad DM. You're very distracting. Can we focus, please?
What?
How many of us have ADHD?
Cedric. Just get it together. Can you hang on to your... Can you just lock your shit down for 2 hours? Can you just...
Okay, I try right now.
says
Hold it
no.
onto my ass.
Can you just lock it down for
I'll make
2
an
hours?
effort. I'm just gonna bring myself down to one Cedric out of Cedric.
Please.
What?
God,
Cedric out of
okay.
Cedric. How many Cedrics is the max?
I was at 12.
I need her at a 3.
Okay, put it down.
Okay.
Wait, 12
So
Civics out of
you
Civics is just 12.
Tim,
No.
I swear to God,
It doesn't
Tim.
It doesn't divide out. They're spelled differently.
The Civics cancel out.
No, they're different Cedrics. It's different units, Tim. They're just both pronounced Cedrics.
Wait, is there a
Don't worry
spectrum
about
of
it.
Cedrics?
It's units of different things, okay? 12 Cedrics out of Cedrics is a rate.
You're the worst. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean?
This is.
That's like speed is calculated in feet per meter. Like,
No, it's like if seconds.
It is
were
when I
called
do it.
feet. It's like if seconds were called feet, but it was spelled F-E-T-E, right? So it was like feet per, a different thing that happens coincidentally as a homophone.
That's a
I've
French
never
word
been
that
so
means party.
that is a French word that means party, and it's not
I know
French.
that.
Le
And
fait.
it's not pronounced like feet, but just F-E-A-T or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Somewhere someone gets to have
Feet is a thing.
Fuck.
Feet is F-E-A-T is a real word.
I know that.
You have
But
some of
words
them
can
in
mean
this
more
game
than
of
one
Dungeons and
thing,
Dragons.
You know?
No, I didn't. Remember how I can't read?
I didn't know what a joke was until yesterday, so.
Oh my God.
Well, it's
Hal, I'm
even
so
though we're
glad you're
starting late-
streaming this. Good content.
Even though we're starting late, I do
I'm
feel
really
already
try-
we got a real head start on the
Can we please
What?
play... Can I please finish DMing maybe forever.
You haven't actually
Can we
started
get this
DMing
over
this session
so that
yet
I can be
because we
done
haven't
with
let
it?
you, so...
I have 2 other groups I have to write plots for tonight. All right, you're not. I have to let's just buckle down. You're in the castle. You've been to the castle. You lied to your boss. You probably committed some kind of treason vis-a-vis the contracts you signed that none of you read. You're sitting now in your dorm and you've had 2 weeks off. Shut up, Tim. Shut up.
What did we lie about? What did we lie about again? Oh, the
So
arc. Right. Sorry. I forgot that we lied.
That
Lying
is
is
the
our
problem.
default state, though. You should forget
Yeah,
the times you
I mean,
tell the
it's-
truth.
It's barely worth mentioning.
It's barely worth mentioning.
Oh, and
Your
we got
cat
cool
has.
stuff.
Yes, you went shopping. It was great. You bought things that none of you know how to use. You've been
I can
measured for your
remember things.
uniforms. Oh, Jenna, you gonna keep talking over me? This is what we're doing tonight?
No, I was just very proud of myself. I'll stop now.
Fucking 15 king out of king.
I am at
King
Max
out of
King. I don't.
That's how it works, apparently. I don't know.
Wow. Oh no, now he's 11 10 out of 10.
Oh, no.
Shit.
I'm so
Oh,
mad.
no.
I'm so mad about that.
We
Anyway,
are
keep
all too
going.
much ourselves right now. We need to stop being ourselves. Tim
Tone it the
can be
fuck down.
King.
Can
Tim
you all
be
just?
Tim.
Okay.
Can you just? Nobody can be me. Can you all just act like you know how to play D&D for like 2 minutes while I finish this intro?
Okay.
Okay. You have you have been measured for your new Vulkreth uniforms, which are all being custom made in mind with your class. You've answered a number of questions. You've gone down for multiple fittings, but they're coming along very nicely. And you've been there for about a week. In that time, Crib's hand is all healed up now. He got that cast off. He's fine. He can play the lute again. Everyone's very happy. But otherwise, you've just sort of had the run of the place for a week because there's been no new missions coming through. And basically, you've been left to your own devices. They've shown you around the castle, and there seems to be kind of every amenity that you might want there. There's training rooms and all kinds of firing ranges for mostly for archery. But even Sia has a space to practice for a bit. There's a huge library, there's a cafeteria, there's training grounds all over the place. And the small village outside houses a couple taverns and some locals, and there's plenty of traffic in and out. So you've had sort of a relaxing week off. Is there anything any of you specifically wanted to do in that week?
Just
Visit
train
the
him.
cat a lot. I'd like to visit the cat and pet it.
I
You
was-
can't. You're not allowed to see the cat because the
Yeah.
cat is currently.
Again.
Yes, the Gantz is doing it anyway.
She said that they said that I could visit. You said that 2 weeks
They
ago.
said that visitations would be allowed. They
Yeah.
did say that.
Allowed when they had cleared him, which they have
No,
not
they
yet.
said that before. No. Gantz did sit there
Gantz objects.
for that and visited him. That happened 2 weeks
Yes,
ago.
you went down and visited, but then they've got the cat under surveillance right now because they're not 100% sure what it is. They're allowing you to keep the cat within Vulkreth, and you did get to visit him at the very beginning of the week, but right now he's kind of quarantined off for a bit. You will get to see your cat again, just
That's
you know.
great. That's
Maybe
great.
the first thing we should do is try to break out the cat.
That sounds like a profoundly terrible idea.
No, it's awful.
But saying that is not
Why
discouragement
didn't
to
you tailor
us.
this campaign from the very beginning with this in mind? Why didn't you provide at every step of the way a convenient plot device to allow huge cats to factor into it in a smooth way? How dare you?
I'm just
this cat through.
I'm just a really bad DM, Tim. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't plan for your cat abduction.
Oh, it was such a cute cat, though. We couldn't help it.
Is,
Well,
don't
he's-
say was.
He's not
You
dead.
can't see it. You don't know. You don't know that. You can't see it. I'm feeling very insecure about the fact we can't see the cat.
Ask
Is there
Ark
anything
about the
else?
status of the cat.
I mean, so right now
Ask
we're
Ark
just
everything.
waiting for our next assignment, basically. Is that
Pretty
what's going
much.
on?
You're getting your bearings. There's a little bit of for the first couple days, it evens out on like the third day. It just seems like business is normal, but there was sort of a situation that none of you asked about. In terms of, there's a new director now.
Well,
And
okay.
yes.
Wasn't a great time to ask questions. That's the impression.
No, they were very angry at us and we were scared.
Not
So
a great
we
time to
didn't
ask,
answer.
hey, who are you? What's up?
We were being
What's-
accused of things.
what's the
and
deal with
it
you?
just didn't seem like the type of person we should question. But Sia did
that's
become leader,
fine.
so actually it's all Sia's fault now.
What? No, fuck off.
Yes, that's true. That's a true thing.
That's a true thing. Okay.
Sia
That
was
sounds really
operating-
believable and natural.
Sia was operating on like 2 Sids out of Sid, and she didn't ask any questions like she should have.
I wasn't the leader at the time, so it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's totally, absolutely fine. So was there anything anyone specifically wanted to do that didn't involve the cat for this week?
I was going to go to a lot of therapy to deal with what had happened. And I actually
Oh,
feel
okay.
really bad about Ark, but I can't talk about it. So you said that there are therapists on call, so that's probably
There
what
are.
it is.
There's a whole medical wing, including a psychiatric section, and you can book some appointments with therapists.
Because they can instantly heal Tim's
Now, is this
hand,
old
but
school
they can't heal
therapy
my
where they
brain.
give you electroshock?
No,
That'd be
it's
great.
they have very
They're
expensive
enlightened.
couches and beautiful ocean views out their windows and
See, that
soothing
sounds
music.
beautiful.
You
That's
literally
what
get on the
it's
couch
lovely.
and then they electrically shock you.
Yeah, the couch is a taser.
Comfortable electrical shock.
Oh, it's a
Just
taser
repeated
couch.
passive lightning bolt.
Yes. No, they're very nice and very calming. Do any of you go and mention Ark in
Fuck no.
Who has it?
we're
Does Sia
keeping
have it?
that
Or does
one.
Robert have
Robert
it?
had-
Robert.
Like, is Robert hiding it inside of himself? That would be the safest place.
Please
No.
don't word it like that.
Inside of himself?
Phrasing.
Did
That's
he put it in
literally the
him?
phrase I would use because that's literally what I'm implying should happen. Like, it would be the safest place for Robert to hide it in whatever crevice of himself he has.
Fucking hell. Crevice.
You know, whatever crevice of himself he has. Whatever
Whichever
crevice.
was easiest to access, you know. Then he can poop it out later. It's fine.
Yeah. Whatever works for you, man. Whatever crevice. Any crevice.
We're not gonna
Any
be thinking
crevice
about
you
the
like.
crevices. We're gonna trust you.
In any
crevice.
case,
See, I
no,
always
it's in his
imagine
back.
Robert, like, I don't see him as the pictures of Warforged that are in the book. I imagine him as, like, a bender-like body where it's just kind of like a can
I
with
do
little
too.
stick legs. So it's like, I
Pretty
can't even
much.
imagine him having a crevice. I just imagine him opening a big door in front and then just putting it there. And it's, like, rattling around as he walks.
To be honest, I have like a 50-50 picture of that, like that, but all spiky and covered with the Warforged stuff.
Yeah,
You know, like some
he's got
arm
more
panels and
stuff
shit,
all
too,
over
and-
it, but...
Bender cosplaying a Warforged, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
glad we
That's
all
what
know.
we're doing now.
Failed to drink a beer. Anyway, so what's
Yeah,
going on? It's been 2 weeks. Everybody's really relaxed and really sad about the cat. And
Yeah, apparently everyone went
Gantz.
super zen.
Gantz is just practicing some really nice tunes. He's got some great.
He's just been
He's-
sitting
he's
in his
ready.
dorm room.
He's writing
Writing,
cat
like, love
songs.
songs.
No.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
the stairwell playing Stairway to Heaven.
I hate
Oh
this.
my
He's
gosh.
playing some Steve Howe. You know, it's just kind of, hey, what's up, man?
That's so great.
Everybody walks by.
So
He's got sandals on and shit. Yeah,
he's got
Oh my
lizard
God.
feet.
got
So-
lizard sandals and stuff. Oh yeah, I guess he can't. Oh man.
Okay, so at the end of the week, you all get a little call from your bracer, and it's a voice that just comes on. One of the secretaries pops on and goes, Your unit has a new assignment pending, so whenever you can, come on up to the director's room to get briefed, you can get going on that.
That's great.
And it's about midday. It's like 1 o'clock.
So are we all in the
Everyone's
same
kinda-
place, or is Sia gonna just round everyone up?
I mean, it's up to you. Where's everyone do? It's like a Saturday, 1 p.m.
Sia is almost certainly building shit in the machine shop that I assume they have.
They do have a very big one, and you've been given an entire table with a little mini forge and an entire. Yeah, it's a really. They have. There's a whole number of them down there because there's the big main forge, but then there's sort of a side area that's full of. Yeah, because you're not actually the only tinkerer there, so you've been giving your own little table, but there's a few others around.
Robert will have taken to hanging out with Sia just in case she comes up with some upgrades.
Some creative upgrades. Like
do you
maybe she
think I
makes
can-
2 scopes, one for her gun
God.
and then one for just Robert's face.
Hey, Sia, did you make
Like a
anything that I could,
monocle that
put in
just
me?
pops over one eye.
Can I what?
Did you make anything you can put in Gantz?
Yeah, I don't know.
In
What? Wait, what?
in Robert?
There
Are
are,
you
there are
asking
swords.
for a-
They could just.
Butt plug? She's not gonna make one.
That was my Robert voice. It's pretty subtle.
Like, literally,
Subtle. It's very
It's pretty-
subtle.
Hey guys, this is Robert.
I'm really glad that you all have
Really
voices.
into,
It's so great.
I feel like there was some sarcasm attached to that.
Yeah.
I've never been sarcastic in my entire life. I don't plan on starting today. Now.
Sure, yeah, that sounds real and believable.
I think that's a lie. That didn't sound
Yeah.
like a true thing.
Very few true things. All right, so what's going on, everyone? You've gotten a little buzz, and a little polite voice has told you have a new... and everyone gets it because you have your little armbands from Vulkreth. Everybody gets it, but... what is everyone doing? Sia's down to the forge. Robert's standing there awkwardly like a coat rack.
He's actually like
What's
holding
Gantz doing?
coats for other tinkers.
Like at this exact second.
Yes, at this precise moment.
When we're radioed or whatever happens.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. He's probably. What do he do?
Tim,
Well, what would
Gantz
you
is
be doing?
basically
Probably
you.
practicing.
What
He's
are you
probably
doing all of the
practicing-
time?
Don't ask that. You don't want to know.
No, I do want to know. Now I want to know more.
He's making harsh noise. He's practicing in the.
Oh my god, yes.
He's practicing his shudder. What is it called? No, shatter. Not
Thunderwave.
No. He has a move now called a move. Yeah, he has he's fucking Pokemon.
A move.
He has,
Because
he
he's
has
a final... Yeah.
Yeah, he has a spell now called Shatter, and it's basically just harsh noise, and he does a lot of damage. It's like 3D
So he's-
or some crap like that. So
Is
he's
he in the
just, like,
training room doing
yeah,
that, or is
he's
he in his
the training room
dorm
just
doing that?
shattering stuff, and everybody else really hates it.
Okay, so Gantz is, you're in the middle of this there's a whole number of indoor training areas. They're like big, like 25 by 25 rooms. And they have a number of, in each corner there's these blue crystals. And when you talk to an operator who are outside, and when you sign up for the room, they run simulations for you, which everybody has access to. And basically what it does is it conjures illusions of various monsters and...
We have a
and you can
holodeck, is
request-
what you're saying.
You have magic deck sort of thing. Yeah, but so Gantz is down there, and then you've been practicing your shatter against these sort of magical illusions that have been coming at you. And the call comes in. So you're there.
Back down.
Anything you
forward,
want to
minus
do? Yeah.
I guess they go to what does the call say? Is it just
It says that your unit has a new job assigned to you, and at your leisure, you can come up to the director's office and be briefed for that.
Gantz goes up to the director's office? I guess he's just like, okay, well,
I guess we're all meeting up.
I've been practicing this one move for
A week.
days. It's probably, a week. It's probably pretty good. So
I'm probably a master at this now. I
I
think.
think I
So-
think this new album is gonna really make some waves. I think we've really got some new interesting timbres going on.
I'm so
Magic.
glad. And what is our dear Gist doing?
Our dear just.
I'm in the medical bay trying to buy any medical herbs or healing potions because in therapy I wouldn't have been as terrified if I had had those.
Did you ever get that
okay.
stack of potions you had identified?
No, I didn't have them. Sia had them. So I
What?
don't know. Sia, you had a whole bunch of unidentified potions. But I actually want to find out if we can buy medical potions.
If
Uh,
I don't remember having the potions, but if I had them, yeah, we should get those identified.
You had like 8
Well,
of
you
them. You had like 8 unidentified potions.
I usually put shit in my inventory, but I must have forgotten.
So at this moment, Sia realizes at the workbench.
So
shit,
she,
I
what
have
happens? What happens is she actually has her like her fanny pack because she's a grandma, whatever.
So she's looking for like one of those strawberry candies.
No, yes, she's looking for a strawberry candy, and she's go into the director's office, and then when she sits down, there's the potion bottles like clink together, and she thinks she may have broken one, and she's like, "Oh shit, that's right," and that's when she remembers she has the potions.
I guess we can
Great.
do that later.
Yeah.
yeah, you can deal with that at some point. I mean, you do have 2 people in the party who have arcane senses who never even looked at them, but that's fine.
Yeah, but they're already in the director's office. I mean, we're all already in the director's office.
Yeah, you're all up
Go to the
there.
director's office.
We'll do it after.
We'll do it after. So
we'll do
you
it live.
come up. We are doing it live. So you come up. We're live right now. It's awful. You walk up the very long spiral staircase. You all file in from wherever you are. Just at the med bay, who has told that you can't purchase health potions or anything like that, but they will give you some as part of your, debriefing and out package. It's pretty standard to be given a couple healing potions.
Wow. Why didn't they? So only if
They
you're
wanted-
I like the new
actually in
rulers.
the club, but if you're just interviewing and you're going on a dangerous mission, then they really
Then
want
you
to
can
see how
get
you
fucked.
do with no
Yeah.
safety net. Yeah.
Well, they've got strict interview processes, so that's fine.
Well, I guess those strict interview processes kind of go out the window when an imposter has taken over the director's office and sent some young folk out to die. I guess that kind of got lost in the shuffle. Anyway,
It
Half our party
it
is,
happens.
like really old too.
what's going on? Let's do this.
So you all come up the very long spiral staircase, and you sit. The doors are locked, and you can hear from the other side of these big double doors in this small sort of waiting room area, just on this landing here. You can hear what sounds like raised voices, and they're kind of going back and forth. And one of them is much louder. You can't exactly make out what they're saying. But it gives you all a few minutes standing up there before you go in. You've kind of arrived in this little oval-shaped waiting room with the door on one side and the stairs on the other side. And there's no chairs or anything, but there's a couple dim wall sconces that give it the nice sort of waiting room atmosphere of dim lighting and interesting kind of wallpaper around. And you're just left there for a few minutes.
It's like a painting of a flower in a vase next to a flower in a vase.
There's
Pretty much.
there's like this identical painting of like a ship in a harbor, and it's like that exact same painting appears in about 10 other places scattered around the
The
entire facility because they just bought a bunch in bulk and like put them around in places. And Gantz is just like, oh.
Oh,
He has an epiphany recognizing
correct.
this painting.
That's where the last one was. He doesn't
Perfect.
know
You
what to
found
do with
all
himself.
10.
It's been, yeah.
An
Chivo
achievement
unlocked.
unlocked.
So yeah, you're all just standing there in awkward silence with each other.
So that's awesome.
I've Oh.
Well, we're probably being sent
I'm-
down.
You don't think they're gonna get? You don't think they're gonna give us like another? Like that first job was pretty bad. Like I don't. I'm a little apprehensive about this. Hopefully, since this is the actual director and not somebody who is sending us off to our presumed deaths, maybe it will be better.
Their usual jobs are not typically going to islands that are exploding. That's a kind of uncommon occurrence. I wouldn't put it past it being our second job,
Don't
though.
jinx
We have
us.
experience now.
Don't jinx us. I got my fingers crossed. He crosses his fingers. He actually does behind his back. He just keeps them
He
like that.
actually does. So you kind of make small talk for a couple minutes there, and then eventually with a rather surprising kind of burst of noise, the double doors burst outwards into where you guys are. And you can see inside, past this very small waiting room, the director herself is standing in front of that large circular fireplace in the middle of the room. And she's got her arms crossed, and she looks, I mean, she looks upset, but she looked upset the last time you saw her too. So it's possible that's the only face she really makes. More specifically, a group of 4 other people, all in Vulkreth uniforms, which you all have now as well. These very nice long overcoats with the slashed with gold. And some very custom-fitted armor and undergarments with these long jackets with high collars and some broad shoulders. They're very nice. But 4 members who are clearly from Vulkreth all kind of very quickly scuffle out of the director's office here. Their heads kind of bowed and they're looking a bit sheepish. Probably like that yelling was maybe directed at them. And none of them make eye contact with you. They all just kind of scuttle off down the stairs. And you can hear the director from inside just going, "Next!"
Well, let's go in.
We'll lead the way in. Yeah.
Good idea.
We just stand in the waiting room for a while, wait for another group to come. They're next.
No.
You guys go. It's okay. It's okay.
Team leader first.
Yes, Cecilia leads you in.
Sia's going first. Yeah.
You're going first.
And everybody kind of files in. And actually, from across the room, the director makes a small motion with her hand, and the doors close behind you. And everybody files in.
She has the Force.
Yeah,
Automatic
correct.
doors. That's really nice.
And it's the room is looking often mostly like you saw it last time, as in terms of furniture and layout, but it looks like a lot of the decor. There was some bust paint statues around and some paintings hung up, and there was a lot of sort of trinkets and trophies and things on the bookcases around and on the tables. They're all gone. It's still the same room with the same furniture, but it looks far more utilitarian now and far less personable than it had before. And as you're walking into the room and filing into the little seating area there, the director kind of gives everyone a once-over one at a time. And doesn't say anything. She turns around and goes back to her desk. And picks up her coffee mug there. And sort of palms it for a minute while she walks around and sits behind the desk. And starts flipping through a couple files. And there's a few seconds of silence as she kind of flips through them and just goes... She finally looks up at everyone for a second and goes, "I trust you all had a productive week."
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sia's
Nice
just
place.
like Sia's like just kind of like leaning back in the chair, and she's got like her legs like weirdly crossed, and she's just kind of staring at the kind of deadly at the director. You know how Sia is. She's just staring at her like, what?
Sia and her people skills.
Dan
The
says
director-
with wide eyes, and he's just nodding really fast. Shallow nods, just like, yeah. He just doesn't
I
stop,
love
even
Gans.
after he says yes.
Yeah, yep.
Don't totally.
The director seems pretty much unfazed either way. She kind of looks at both of them in turn and see it. She's, either she's dealt with worse or she's doesn't seem interested in caring. And either way, she looks back down at her papers and flips one over and goes, "So we have the first official job for you guys, and well, it's pretty simple. I figured you needed something a bit easier after your last debacle. So you're all feeling up to another job now?"
Of course. Let's
Okay,
do it.
perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. So we've been commissioned by one Count Rendy Vox out in the Woodworth. And he's got, and she kind of pauses and squints down at the paper a second. He's got what he is alleging is an ogre problem. We don't have a current count on the number of ogres or their exact locations, so you'll be doing a bit of a hide and seek with this one. Commissions, 1,600 per ogre head delivered to him, and commission to be extracted therein. You kids ever gone after an ogre before?
I've seen one. That's about it.
Up close?
Zia just shakes her head. Wow.
15 feet?
That's pretty close. That's pretty close there, buddy.
I was hiding. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Is that the truth there, Gantz?
Are you asking out of character or in character?
Yes, I'm asking out of character.
I'm imagining that, yeah, that he somehow got himself into a position where he was like, don't worry, I'll be fine if there's ogres about. Whereas like somebody asked him like go like get something from where your ogre wasn't. He just like really grandstanded about it. And then he actually saw it and he was just like, well, I'm gonna hide here until he leaves and I'm gonna run away and never see those people again.
Perfect. Perfect.
Kind of like how I operate in most RPGs, where it's just like, oh, well, I agreed to find that guy's wife, but this seems kind of hazy, so I'm just never gonna talk to him again.
Just avoid him.
I'm just gonna.
If you see him in town, just go hide behind something until he passes. It's fine.
Perfect. Okay, so the director kind of takes a minute on Gantz and just very slowly raises a notched eyebrow and goes, perfect. In that case, I'm not going to ask for the other half. I'm just going to hope you know what you're doing on this one. We're going to ship out as soon as possible. Do you guys have any errands you'd like to run before this?
Yes, a few.
A few? All right. We can schedule your departure for 9 o'clock there. You know what? 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll do that. So you'll have the rest of the tonight today. You'll have the rest of the day and the night. Get yourselves ready and rested. Your boat will be leaving at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You are to terminate 2 ogres. As far as we know, any extras will be added on for commission. Any questions?
What kind of place is this place that we're going to for ogres? Like, what kind of... What's the environment like? What's the...
Well, the Count Rendy, he's in a bit of a wooded area, slightly mountainous. Shouldn't be anything too difficult or different from around here. We haven't been up that way in a while, so it's going to be a couple days' journey. If you're asking about extra equipment, you need anything like that, I haven't had any reports that you'll need any extra gear.
All right, that's good. I was like, oh no. No, you know what? No, never mind. I'm not going to keep going in that. This is out of character. I should really get a voice so that I don't suck.
Yeah.
I just forgot whether or not I was in character or not. And
How deep in are you, buddy?
Very.
We have more beers in the fridge. I might get another one.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, any questions from anyone?
No.
No? All right. And she kind of holds out this file of papers to Sia.
Sia's gonna
And
take
just goes-
it and look through, rather. Open and look through.
Open and
Just open
there's
through.
there's only a couple papers inside. One of them is a very brief report from one of the Vulkreth agents out in the counties out there. And it's a very, very basic report of the land structure. And it's, like she said, it details some moderate forests, some moderate mountain climates, nothing to worry about. Details also that there was no actual sign of the ogre, but the Lord Randyvox did report that it was two mountain ogres. There's a bit of an illustration on the next page over of sort of these really large, hulking, humanoid-looking things, which you assume are the ogres. And they're pretty well detailed. They'll give you a good look at it if you meet up with one. And then there's the very long list of to be signed waivers from everyone accepting the dangers and ramifications of all actions upon signing this form, that Vulkreth is not responsible for any death or injuries put forth on the contracts, yada, yada, yada.
There's like a footnote handwritten that says, "Don't blow up another fucking town."
It's an addendum. It's an extra paper.
It's an
You'll have to
addendum.
sign it.
Yeah, there's 4 copies of it. And as she's handing it over, the director's like, so every member of that is to have that signed. You'll pass that in to your departure officer, and you will be leaving at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Now, get out of my office.
All right, thanks.
Cool.
Sia's gonna lead the way
yes,
out.
ma'am. And yes. Please out.
Gance is so polite.
Great.
Perfect. Awesome.
So
Good.
Sia's gonna try to get those potions identified first.
Perfect.
Is she like worried they're poisoning her or something?
What?
Potion. Oh shit! I thought we were talking about the potions that Vulkreth is giving us, and I was like, "What are you gonna do?"
No, the unidentified potion.
Vulkreth just gives us poisons. Like, maybe we get him out of our hair this
I
way.
mean, they invested a lot of money in us. I actually trust pretty well that they're not going to kill us right after investing that much.
I was gonna be like, "See, that's fucking cold."
That's paranoid. What a waste of time. No, the unidentified potions that they picked up.
So there is the medical wing on the ground floor, which has a bunch of healers who you can go talk to.
Wait,
Or
out
there
of
is
curiosity, what floor are we on, and what floor would a library be on where we could look up more information on the ogres and the area?
the library sort of on the 2nd and 3rd floor. It's a very large, like sort of double-storied library.
Right.
And it's quite big. You can go there and look up some more stuff. As for your potions, there's the medical wing's on the 1st floor. But you know that underground, where your tinkering shop is, across from that, along the hallway, there is a small alchemy section with a bunch of people there. Yeah, so you can choose either way.
So I guess we should go to the wait, what floor is our fucking rooms on?
The 4th floor.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter.
No. Sorry, you're on the ground floor. You're still in the dorms.
Okay, so I guess we should go to the library first, and then the alchemy place. And does anyone else need to do anything?
No,
Yes.
not really. Not me.
I think Sia's gonna take everyone to the library and be like, Gance and Robert, you try to look for information on the area, and Jizzed. I always forget her name because I block it out. That was out of character. In character, Jizzed and I will look for information on the ogres. We'll reconvene here at the. I assume there's like study tables in the middle of the library, so she'll just.
Oh yeah, it's a huge library. There's tons
She'll
of
put
room there.
her shit on, like, her stupid fucking fanny pack on on the back of a chair and be like, we'll come back here in about half an hour. Is everyone fine with that?
Yeah, sure.
You're the leader.
Oh, God. Alright. So what happens, King?
So what happens? Okay, so you have, Sia and Gist are in the library right now.
Yeah,
You walk into
everybody's
the-
in the library. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's in the library and you found a table. The two of you who are going to do whatever else can go, but you two in the library, Sia and Gist, you're looking for someone to help you find stuff about the ogres, or are you
Yeah.
just
Okay.
looking
No.
for books?
Gist and Sia are looking up the ogres, and then she told Gantz and Robert to look up the area that they're going to. So they're all in the library.
Okay, so everyone's in the library. Is anybody asking for help, or are you just scanning shelves?
I guess we gotta ask for help unless there's like an obvious categorization
I mean,
system.
they're all ordered. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like books.
I mean, if we
probably not
can
in a way
find
that
it,
any of us know.
just
I mean,
go
do
to-
you two mage people know anything about that?
I don't know.
I mean, I might be familiar with the like magic.
Yeah,
You
I
can-
mean, you
you can-
guys went to mage school, right? Or bard college or whatever.
You can, everybody who's looking for books, roll me perception, please.
Okay.
Okay, what kind of library is so badly organized? I mean, do they not have
It's
like?
huge. Like, have you ever, if you try to look for a really specific subject in a huge ass library, you can walk without finding it. Why are we all rolling shit?
Why are we all
Libraries are
terrible at-
hard. Look.
Because you're about to
Finding
make me
books in
look
a
really
book
good when
place.
I just roll great. When I roll great right here in a second.
He like sings to the books, and the books just fall off the shelves at him. No,
No.
Good job.
no. What is
So
going on with
you four spend about an hour kind of going through things, and it is a massive library. It's 2 stories. There are thousands of books, and you kind of spend about an hour, all 4 of you combing
Most
shelves.
libraries are 2 stores and have thousands of books.
Yeah, but they're not, you know,
10,000.
but they're not fantasy medieval libraries where each book is like probably a 1-copy manuscript as written by Mr. Crazy Wizard in a tower somewhere.
They're all different fucking languages and shit. Some
Yeah.
of them are magic, and you open and there's mouths on both sides. I've read enough Ogloff to know what happens in fantasy libraries. It's real weird.
No, it's not going in that direction. It's not.
No, I mean, it could be worse. I could make the orangutan library just swing down. That could be
No.
worse.
This could be some bad shit. I'm just saying, yeah, we should probably find
Um,
librarians.
So you spend about an hour kind of combing through books, and there's a lot of moments where you'll find a book with like bestiary or something on it, and you pull it out, and it's not what you thought it was because that's like a word in Orcish for something completely different. There's a lot of mix-ups, and none of you have been in a library quite this complex.
Do we
and,
like coincidentally run into anything about the cat?
no.
Is there like a luck
There's-
thing that I can, like a lucky whatever that I can roll and see if we run into
What
anything
if-
about the cat?
What if Gantz
Um,
was surreptitiously the whole time pretending to look for stuff about the ogre, but only looking for stuff about the cat?
That sounds like Gantz, actually.
Yeah,
I think
doesn't
that's what happened.
At one point, Gantz opens a book about space and finds a constellation about cats, but that's it.
Robert just
He,
gets
tears out
engrossed
the
in one of
page
those
and is a
like
piece of shit.
cross-section illustrated ship things, and is just looking at all the tiny people.
It's like, oh, this is cool.
Robert's probably not looking at all. Robert's like in the corner, just
No,
playing
he's,
with
he's
his
walking around
atlases.
looking like he's looking, but he doesn't really care.
It's Sia
But
rolled a
he's-
4, so she probably forgot her glasses, and she's like leaning way back from the shelf, like.
We are all the absolute worst. Why are we even here?
I don't know.
Is there like a catalog system that like a little like
Sia's kind of like
1995 beige computer in the middle that Robert can jack into or something? Like there's a little
No.
modem and it's just
Phrasing!
running on Windows NT or something. Yeah, can Robert
We
just
use
jack
NTs
off
that
into the
old now?
library catalog? Yeah.
Is there a
There's-
library catalog we can all jack off into? It'll tell us
There
where
is-
it is.
Can we stick our
There is no
dicks in the
computer.
library?
no.
Is there
There's
a
no
card
computer.
file we can slam our dicks in?
Oh, can we ask
No.
Ark? Let's ask Ark.
Yeah,
That's
that would.
Let's not ask Ark in the
Trying to
middle of a library where
Yeah,
there are
fucking
people.
take Ark out in a silent, huge room where everyone can
Doo-doo-doo. What the
Yeah,
fuck
why
is
are we
that?
at a library? Why didn't we
No.
just start to begin with?
I forgot Ark existed.
Because she's in Robert's premise.
I was like, they said it's a normal job that sounds like they probably have information on it in the library. Let's just ask a fucking librarian. We wasted an hour.
I like how you forgot that the artificial intelligence we created by killing a 14-year-old girl existed.
None of you wanted to be the leader, alright? I'm just saying. I didn't want this job.
That's deflecting. That's
I'm
deflecting.
not
Okay, fine.
qualified. Just let us
Yeah, we're aware. So would you like to go find a librarian?
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Or maybe we should just go to a quiet room and ask Ark.
We can do that after. It's fine. We have plenty of time. Yeah, let's ask a librarian.
So there's a number of students and people and members of Vulkreth sort of walking around, a lot of whom look very sort of annoyed at Sia, who's been kind of tromping around for the last hour in very heavy boots, and making rather a scene in terms of taking books off the shelves and slamming them back on shelves.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I've met her. There is a desk at the very back of the library. There's sort of down these two big raised hallways on the second floor. And there's a sort of alcove with a raised platform in the middle where there is a desk with a very, very old man sitting behind it, which you can go up to.
I expected you to say very, very old book, and I was going to make the joke. It's not really a joke, but I was going to be like, oh, that's what we can slam our dick in, but then you said old man.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't.
Don't do that. Don't do that one.
God.
Anyhow, yeah, an old man.
Okay. Did you want to go up and say
Yeah,
something?
Sia's going to go up and ask about if there's anything about that type of ogre or wherever the hell you said. I'm sure Sia remembers, but I don't. The location, the name of the location.
So you go up to him and he's got these half moon spectacles pulled down to the end of his nose, and he's writing very slowly in this great big tome. And he's a very older looking man. He's got long white hair that's all bald on the top, and it's pulled into a very loose ponytail at the back.
Ben
And
Franklin. I love it.
it's
Oh,
he's
no.
kind of got these spindly fingers, and he's writing away. And he is also wearing what you recognize as sort of the lighter armor version of the Vulkreth uniform, sort of similar to what Gist is wearing.
That makes
And
sense.
he does not appear to hear you immediately when you walk up.
She's gonna like knock on the table or do something really obnoxious like that. Just to be like, hey, I need some help.
And he takes a second and looks up and blinks and has to reach up and readjust his glasses. He goes, "Can I help you?"
I hope so. And then I don't remember the fuck you said. They're mountain ogres, right? And then I don't remember the name of the thing because I need to write down things because my short-term memory is shot. Where
They are-
was.
They are mountain ogres. The name of the place is in your. Where did I write that down? I've just lost the name for it because I'm an idiot child.
Diddly.
It's fine. At least you kind of remembered that it existed.
Well, I
Better
do what I
than
can.
me. You're doing better than me.
I'm usually doing better than you. So you ask him about mountain ogres.
Yes. Looking for information on mountain ogre.
Well, it's been a while since we mountain ogre. I have some tunes on ogres.
Then Sia is like, her head's like rolling back on her neck, and she's like, I guess he just talks so slowly. A very teenager thing, but
ogres.
mountain ogres. It's been years since I thought of mountain ogres.
When I was a little boy.
We had mountain ogres out back. My grandpa be whittling, and the mountain ogres would come, and he would whittle a whistle. And
The old man
they
clears
didn't like
his-
that whistle.
The old man clears his throat very loudly and goes, "Are you all quite done?"
He was wasn't doing that in character.
Yes,
She wasn't
yes, she
laughing in
was.
his
Yes, she
fucking
was.
face.
No, that has to be true.
Yeah, just like.
Right in front of him, just make fun of him, just mercilessly right in front of his face. Pretending he's not there. Like they're speaking another language or something.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard. Yeah, they should definitely have been doing that.
Yeah, it happened. It's canon. It happened.
When I was a little boy. And like Gans's impression of his voice is just completely awful. It doesn't make any sense. It's really
His
just
mouth
not very
isn't the
good.
right shape. Like all the teeth are in the way.
How do Dragonborn sound? Like I bet like in canon they
hissing
probably are
and stuff.
supposed to sound like hissing and like deep and like maybe gutter. No, that's like
I am
hoarse,
a
but-
bard.
Yeah, like
Like a snake. He's
small
speaking like
stuff.
martial tongue or something.
Yes.
The old man clears his throat again and goes, "Did you need a cough drop there, son?"
You called your son Gas. I wish we could fucking focus, but it's so hard.
That'd be very nice, actually. Thanks.
And he reaches into a desk drawer and slides out a little tin of these little pale green sort of mints and very carefully slides
He's
it across
such a
the
nice
desk.
old man, and we made fun of him to his fucking face.
I know.
He didn't even-
I'm sad that it's mints and not like Werther's originals.
Yeah, I was really expecting Werther's.
It's Altoids. No, it's an Altoid box full of Werther.
Well, when you when you
He has a whole bunch of Altoid boxes
Exactly
for
what it
paper
is.
clips and stuff on his desk.
they actually taste like watermelon when you pop one in your
He has
mouth.
a
They're
Danish
cats.
cookie box full of sewing supplies too.
Oh my god.
I like how this guy has more character than most of us.
I know.
Yeah.
Combined, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, kind of.
Yes. Yes.
it's a problem.
He just sort of sits there patiently, just looking at you all.
We weren't saying that in character. Again, we were like, oh god, I bet he has a Danish cookie sewing supplies right in front of him.
Wait, in front of him, we're just
least-
like, man, this guy has so much more character than us.
Well, he is. Well, the alternative is you're all standing there in silence.
Yeah, okay, I guess
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
fair. Yeah, yeah, the robot definitely did say this guy has more personality than us. Right in front of him, and everyone agreed. It was a chorus of yeah, he does. So about
He
the
was so out of touch.
about the Mountain Ogre book.
Don't worry, we're probably gonna die. You'll never see us again.
Oh well, I hope not. That would. Oh.
He's so nice. Why is he being so nice to us? We're horrible.
Holy shit.
Maybe he's too deaf to hear what we were saying, and the other librarian
Like,
can
get
tell
back
him
from
later.
over Hell Island.
No, I can hear you.
I'm really liking this new paradigm of just every single thing you say is in character.
You're
You
not
cannot
allowing us to
break
be
it
out of character ever again. It's just
No, because none of you have
Yes,
character
okay.
voices, so you're not allowed. None of you have character voices.
You want to try to fucking Slytherin, like, I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, you
What the
have
fuck
to.
it's called, voice, right?
especially when you're singing.
And the old man kind of gets up from behind the table and very slowly he picks up a walking stick from beside his desk there and very slowly kind of starts coming around to the edge of the alcove and takes a step down and starts angling towards one of the books and he goes, we have something of a bestiary that might I don't know, mountain ogres, general ogres for sure. I don't know if I've ever heard of mountain ogres specifically.
Well, a general ogre thing will be better than nothing.
Well, we can help you there for sure. I don't think I've seen any of you. You're the new hires, right?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
just 2 weeks ago. That's not good, is it? That's the best I can do. I guess I'll
I
have
don't
to
know
wait for
how
now.
to do a Sia voice. Like, how will I sound when I'm 50, but if I was like 6 feet tall?
I guess it'd be your voice, but an octave lower and then an octave
Angry.
Wait. angrier.
Older.
Yeah.
1 octave
Older
angry.
and
An octave
angrier.
older.
I don't know how to
Perfect.
do voices. We'll give it a try.
Well, then
So-
behave.
I'm trying.
So this old librarian sort of slowly leads you along. He's going like sort of half your walking speed, but he's when you see him stand up, he's kind of hunched over and he's using that walking stick rather heavily. And he goes along one of the hallways and one of the sort of corridors there, and then turns off along some bookshelves and.
Sia's gonna ask what his name is.
Oh, I'm Master Keaton. I'm been the librarian here for longer than I care to remember, actually. But Master
It's
Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Buster Keaton.
Oh man.
Sia's like, oh, it's good to meet you. This Warforged is Robert, and this
I'm Gantz.
yeah, that's Gantz, and
Gantz.
that's
Bard.
Jist, and that's Princess.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm glad we have
Yeah.
some new faces around here. He says as he's leading you down this one between some bookcases, and you see there's a doorway at the other side that leads into another sort of little circular room. And there's a big table in the middle. It looks like kind of a private study room, but the walls themselves are all lined with more bookshelves. And he kind of leads you through this door and goes over, and there's a long moment of he picks up one of the lit hooded lanterns off the desk, which is actually, upon closer inspection, a magical non-fire light. It's kind of this glowstone thing. And he kind of looks up, he picks it up and looks up along the bookshelves for a minute, and he goes for a minute of searching. And there's sort of this pensive muttering from him. And he goes, oh, there it is, right there, and reaches up to a shelf he can't quite reach. It's
Sia
just
will
out of
grab the
his, yeah. So Sia walks over and grabs. It's quite a heavy tome. This big leather-bound, sort of reddish-brown tome. And it does just say bestiary across the front in this inlaid gold. And it looks sort of old and unused. And there's a little bit of dust on it you kind of got to blow off. But as Sia takes it down, the librarian kind of steps back and goes, I think that should have all the information you needed in it. Was there anything else I could help you with before you I assume go off on your missions?
Out of character, what is the place called?
Yeah, we're looking for
Did you find
insert name
it?
here.
Yeah. It's the Indivala Valley, which
All right,
is it's about 2 days from here.
Infested with ogres.
It's apparently infested with ogres. Correct.
then Sia's gonna just be like, yeah, we're looking for books on the Indivala Valley as well.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. He nods like he goes, oh well, that I don't know if we have any books on that region specifically, but we do have a number of maps. If you'd like to check the atlas section at all.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me know if there's anything else I could help you guys with. And he starts
Sure.
slowly tottering off. And the atlas section Robert did find earlier, it's outside on the other corridor where he was looking at pictures of boats and diagrams.
So can we check out? Oh, I should have asked him. Check out the maps. Shit.
Man, these mints are really good. You guys should ask him for one of these mints. These mints are really good.
They're
That's
watermelon
great.
flavored.
No, fuck, he's not great. That's great.
Watermelon
Games.
mints.
That's great.
Well, they
Games.
could be watermelon mints.
That sounds really good. That's really good. It's as good as it sounds.
I love it. Never change. Never change. He's sort of
The voice,
slowly
like,
tottering.
The voice is good.
Yeah, the voice is great.
Okay.
Um,
Good.
great. Well, now I know when you're in character.
Great for no reason. This is really good. It's like waits 5 seconds and just saying anything. It's quite loud, and he's just like, great.
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 Really take that.
Gantz is a treasure.
Great. So,
So
Sia's
yeah, you can kind of.
the book back to the table and open it up, start looking for ogre information. What do they find?
It takes you a couple minutes. You got to flip through quite because there's no really glossary of it, so you have to sort of flip
Right.
through some pages. But you do actually find an illustration similar to the one on the back of, or on one of the sheets in your folder, of this big sort of hulking humanoid, and there's a very basic rundown of, not a huge lot is known about ogres' social structures, or ogre habitats. They tend to be very unintelligent humanoids.
Mhm.
They're relatively large, not specifically fast or reflexive, but they're very strong and very large. They tend to be solitary. They will occasionally meet up in group. They'd be seen in groups of 2, sometimes 3, but they tend to be very solitary. They wield minor armor and very crude axes, sometimes clubs. They tend to be on the lower scale of intelligence, but on the higher scale of ferocity. As for there's a small section about habitat, and it says that they prefer living in mountainous regions, any place with a cave, or anything they can sort of crawl into during the day. There's not a whole lot in terms of construction that they do, so they tend to stick to natural encampments or anywhere that they can just find shelter. There is an interesting note at the bottom
Right.
commenting on that some ogres have been known to, when people have survived fights with them, ogres have been known to fly into a rage at some point.
Oh, great.
In which they are blindingly ferocious to fight. And that appears to be the majority of the information there.
All right, Sia's gonna take down some quick notes with her little notepad
Perfect.
shit that she has in her bag.
Perfect.
Specifically about the rage, the kind of armaments they have, and where they're usually found. And then I'm gonna go over to she's gonna ask anybody if saw the Atlas section, and obviously I guess Robert did, so I guess I should go get an Atlas. I don't want to waste our time, but I think she wants to. If it's not in an Atlas, if there's an individual map of the area, just take it.
There doesn't appear to be any actual maps of the area. You were provided with a small sketch of the actual valley itself.
Okay.
Not sort of the adjacent area, but the actual valley itself appears to be a sort of medium-sized, maybe 20 kilometers lengthwise at its longest point. And it's got a small town in it and an actual keep where probably the count himself lives. But it appears to be sort of a mountainous region. Like the director said, heavily forested, sort of leading into these mountain peaks here. Otherwise, nothing of extreme note. There's a small river going through it. And as you look up some of the atlases there in the other section, you can see that it does look to be a couple days away, travel-wise, from where Vulkreth was. It's
Right.
sort of straight west on the
I
mainland.
mean, we're catching a boat there, so we don't have to worry too much about the navigation to it, right?
You were catching a boat to the mainland, but it looks like it's a couple of days from
After
the coast.
that. Okay.
Yeah. But there's roads and stuff, so it looks like you probably won't be too hard pressed to find it.
Great. So after they have that information, Zia's gonna ask the group, anybody else need to look up anything? Or are we ready to move on?
Nah, I think we're pretty good. Honestly, I was really hoping that we would find some information other than like they're really angry and big and ferocious because like we kind of I figured that.
Yeah,
So
me
this
too. I
doesn't
was hoping
really
there would be some kind of
help
weak
us.
point or something, but there's not.
So I'm my
I mean, we might
I mean,
actually know something, because Gantz is a bard, and Gantz might know
Are you saying that in
something
character
about-
or you're talking in character?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am.
Yes, I
Gantz
am.
Might
something. You
know
might know
something.
something. Remember
I
something.
don't know if I know something. I have to do a check.
roll for perception to see if you can roll wisdom to see if you know something.
Yes. No, Jis totally does not know what she knows. That is
Okay.
There are
that's
no
canon.
knowns.
Robert
That's
has to find the right
I don't know
Survival
what
is
Gantz,
spelled check.
but Jis has no idea what she knows.
Though Robert has one of
Great.
those. He has the cassette tape that says what that he has to push into his body from that one episode of Futurama.
Oh my gosh.
Still ask, the thing. We can still ask the thing inside of Robert.
Yeah,
His
okay,
heart?
don't fucking say that. But yeah, no. Sia's gonna say, yeah, you guys can go back to our rooms and continue to look for information however you want to, and I'm gonna go down and identify the potions.
Perfect. So are you going to
And
the...
she's also gonna tell us, she's gonna be like, just you write down any information you get. And then she's gonna give her some paper and her little fucking tiny golf.
I'm actually
pencil.
surprised that Sia can read and write.
Well, she had to
wouldn't
keep
have thought-
records for a long time, so I think she can. Also, she was extremely educated before that, but none of you guys knew that. So, that's fine. That's
Cedric
fine.
just likes to blow her background uselessly all the time.
All the time. Spoilers. Anyway. Yeah,
Anyway.
so group is okay with that? We're gonna
Sure.
split up? Okay.
Yeah, sure, you're
Perfect.
the leader.
In that case, Sia's gonna go down to the basement, the thing across from her tinker shop, the alchemist shop.
The
then-
little alchemy station.
Yeah, and have her potions
Perfect.
identified.
So you know it is the alchemy wing, but it's deep underground. The forges and everything are pretty deep. They're actually below sea level, under the island itself. And there's a very long hallway and it turns off to the right, and there's a huge open space full of all of these, the big main forge, and then all of these smaller sort of sub forges and little tinker benches and stuff. And it's constantly in action. But further down the hallway and to the left, there is what you have been told upon acquiring is the alchemy lab. But when you get down, it's just two incredibly large, very thick and sturdy looking iron doors that are closed and bolted.
She's gonna knock on the door.
It's a this loud hollow noise kind of comes through.
No answer.
And there's a couple seconds, and then there sounds like the grinding of gears and a kind of boom of chains on the other side, as they click off of rock, and one of the doors very slowly opens. And this actually surprisingly young looking face kind of looks around the side. And he's again in the sort of Vulkreth colors. His robes, in fact, are sort of red. They're much more red than they are dark brown or black like yours. They're this deep ruddy red with the gold slash across them. But they're still in the light armor style, and he kind of looks around the corner, and he's this young, reasonably attractive, young man with brown hair, and he's kind of looking, and he blinks for a couple seconds and looks at you and goes, hi, can I help you?
Sia's like, yeah, I'm potions to identify. Got 8 of them. Can you do that?
Yeah, are they
Can you do
Are they
that?
some of ours? And he looks sort of confused for a couple minutes.
She just shrugs. She's like, I don't
For
know.
a couple minutes.
A couple of entire minutes.
A couple
No,
seconds.
Sia shrugs and is like, I don't know.
Uh,
She takes them out of her stupid fucking fanny pack. And, just holding up these fucking weird bottles.
What potions did you have? Did you mark them down?
No, I didn't even remember I had them, so
Okay, great. So
no
put
fucking clue.
go to your inventory. Does anybody remember how many we had, or?
I know we had 8 that were unidentified because you guys said that, but like I didn't write down the colors or the shape of the bottle or anything.
Great.
I don't think we had that information. I think we just knew that there were assorted bottles.
I feel like it was at the end of a session and we were rushing. But
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure.
It was between.
Yeah.
Well, it was
one
after I
session
had
and
set
another.
everything on fire, so it was burning down actively.
Yeah, we just kind of grabbed them and ran.
And then we fought statues. So
Okay. You people make my job so
I'm
beautifully
writing
hard.
things down now because I want to not be, alright?
Perfect.
So I'm remembering things.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out which ones. All right, we'll go with. So the young man kind of looks confused and goes, I think sure, yeah, and kind of he sort of shoves the really heavy door open a little bit more, and you can see the room beyond is kind of dim. You can't make a lot from there, and he's kind of standing in the hallway doorway. But he kind of holds out a hand, like, do you have any on you right now, then?
Yeah, she takes them out of, I assume they're pretty small bottles, so she's gonna like...
There's a couple of them that are... Yeah, there's a couple of them that are pretty small, and there's a couple sort of medium-sized ones.
Alright, well, she's gonna walk in and, take them out, line them up on a table. Whatever counter is nearby that's safe.
He actually doesn't move. He's kind of blocking the doorway, and he just kind of reaches out to hand you... Or to take the potions from you there.
Okay,
Yes.
she just hands them over. And then she says, what's your name, by the way?
then he slams the door and takes
Klaus.
Klaus, I'm Sia.
Pleasure. And he's holding all the bottles. He looks like he's going to shake your hand for a second, but he kind of looks down and
Don't do it, you piece of shit. That's what she does with that in character. If he shook her hand and then dropped all... she would just shoot him right there. You know what? No, she does say that in character. She shakes her head and says, don't do it.
She has to. She has to.
That's a very
I'm
Sia
liking
thing
it.
to do.
It's like really high stakes, this new method of D&D. It's like everything you say can and will be used in character.
It's scary. It's making us pay attention.
I'm feeling really immersed.
It's King's way of making us pay attention. And
It's
and
working.
shut up.
I'm surprised at how it's working. It took a year to make us pay attention. Anyhow, yeah, so, yeah. Sia says, don't do it, you piece of shit. And then probably just kind of like stares him straight in the eye as he's horrified that she said that to him.
Oh, God.
Where's King? King. Oh, King's
You
gone.
killed King. You...
God damn it.
Oh
Just
my
saying, don't
God.
do it, you piece of shit. Klaus killed King.
King does not know how to react to this. This is worse than the
I
space
assume it's an internet issue, but maybe it's not. Maybe I crossed the line.
Oh God, I think you might have. Where is King? What happened to King?
She's gone. She's actually gone. Is she still
Yeah,
on?
like not muted or
Yeah,
anything.
she's still on,
Discord, just gone.
She's still on Discord. She
Yeah.
just kind of up and left. She's just gone.
Oh,
We
I'm sorry.
killed King.
I'm really sorry about what I said to
no.
Klaus. I formally apologize. If you want to declare war on me, like, or whatever.
He's just gonna tell you the wrong things for all of those potions. He's gonna tell you that the potions that haste you actually heal you and stuff like that. That's all. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure she disconnected, and it took a minute for her to disconnect.
Yeah, I'm hoping that she's not just done with us forever now.
She just bought a bus ticket to go to Sid's house to punch her.
A bus from
Yeah, he's gonna show up like.
All right.
Her rage
West
is like a
coast
fine
of
wine.
almost in Mexico.
It will take a while to.
We're as
Literally-
far apart as you can get on this fucking
Yeah,
continent.
would
she'll
have
show
to
up in
be
like
in
7
Newfoundland.
days, but
I think
still
actually-
is angry.
If I was in Cabo San Lucas, at the very bottom of Baja California. I think it's the only way I could be farther from her and still be in North America.
No, there's the rest of Mexico and also Central America. That is
No,
a
because
thing.
the rest of Mexico is much further east, so I think that it would actually reduce. Who's messaging?
Well, no.
me?
What
am
if
I
you went
hearing?
to what if you
Oh
went to
wait, we
Panama?
need a globe.
Pretty
Oh,
far
it's
south.
Tumblr.
It's pretty far south.
We really would
Panama.
need a globe to figure this out.
Well, yeah, or a scaled map where you can just measure from point to point, or just Google Maps. Google Maps. Actually, maybe I
all
can
maps
ask
have
Wolfram
some level of
Alpha.
distortion.
Wolfram
so-
Alpha. What's the furthest? What the fuck is the name of her fucking town again? Tim, do you remember? It's the only one.
Quispamsis.
Quispamsis, that's it.
Quispamsis. Oh, she gone. She's
Wolfram.
out.
I'm gotta go to Wolfram Alpha. I bet it can do that.
Wolfram Alpha, what is the furthest that King can travel in a rage?
To punch Sid.
How come Wolfram Alpha won't open? It's like
It knows.
lagging.
Because they blocked you already. They saw your
Oh,
search
probably.
you.
They saw my search history and they're like, no. Wolfram Alpha, what's further? Oh, there it is. Furthest point in North America from Quispamsis, Canada. It's computing. If it doesn't do it, then it can be Wolfram Alpha. I'm sure it can. No, it found the. How do you pronounce that word? Antipode or antipode?
Antipode.
Antipode. What? It found the antipode of South Carolina. I think it doesn't know where Quispamsis is.
It can.
Let's find out.
Almost all the land in the world is opposite one. Like except for like South America is China.
Yeah, it doesn't know where Quispamsis is at all. It went to Quipama in Colombia.
You might want to try like a.
It's King County,
coast,
Canada, right?
But larger.
Yeah. It might know where the county is. Yeah, it knows. Kings County,
I love that she lives in Kings County. That's
New Brunswick. I know, right?
County.
Where do you think she
First
took
of
her
all-
name?
But right, like the town is definitely a cult, and it's named after her. There's a lot she's not telling us. I mean, we can agree on that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so New Brunswick. It does recognize New Brunswick. So
I
furthest
should hope
point
so.
from New Brunswick in North America. Come on, Wolfram Alpha. This is the kind of question that you're supposed to be. No, it just keeps on giving me the distance from New Brunswick to South Carolina. I don't give a shit. Let's see.
Well, I mean, look at the map. That's why it's.
Distance from New Brunswick
Google-
to
just
San
go to
Diego.
Google Maps distances or something. Like there's like a billion different.
Yeah, but I'd have to look up the distances of all along the fucking
no,
Mexican
don't do that.
coast.
Just like they have Google Maps, where you just have two markers and they just list the distance between them and drag them around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just Google that.
I wonder if I can do that here too.
Cling to.
Alright, and put a marker. Where can I drag the marker from? And then just zoom the fuck out. Over here. A marker down here.
Oh, you know why? It's because King County to Wolfram is on the.
Yeah,
West
it's
Coast.
in, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's going on there.
put a marker on the fucking Google Maps? I can't believe I don't know how to do this.
I'm gonna find this for.
Oh, I see. Never mind. Haha. Measure distance. Oh, it even does the nice arcing, like it takes into account. Okay, this is great. I love it. Then I can drag this to anywhere. So she's like 2841 miles from me. She's actually the same distance from Cabo San Lucas, basically. And about the same from everywhere in Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua. Let's see. Yeah, no, I am like as far as you can get from her.
So we've determined the absolute upper limit
Oh,
of her
actually,
range.
Northern California is actually a little from her. Like up by Crescent City, sort of.
Hold on, I'm very.
Well, what about the Alaskan like chain of islands?
Yeah,
Could you go up there and be further from her?
That's a good point. Oh, I'm sure if you were up in like crazy ass Canada where no one lives, you're further.
Crazy ass Canada.
Yeah, like the fucking Yukon or whatever is like, yeah, it's like 3,000 miles from her. And of course, Alaska is like 3,800. If you go to like the far reaches of over by the Bering Strait, then it's like 3,700. So yeah, you could be much further from King than I am. It's true.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back. We just tried figuring out what the furthest point from you is in North America.
Because we were like, you're definitely getting on a bus to come, you know.
And then somehow that led to us, like, using Google Maps.
Trying to find the upper limit of your raid distance.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
Panama is actually closer to King than California is. That's funny.
Yeah.
Let me solve that one for you. It's global.
All right, guys, pack it up. We're moving to the moon.
I love how like Google Maps accounts for like the arc of the Earth when they're showing you that like you don't have to worry about the map
Cedric,
being
can you
distorted. It'll distort the distance.
Not
What?
be gay about math for 30 seconds.
No, it's impossible. You've gone over this.
I'm gonna recommend go to Prudhoe Bay or something. You're not gonna need a visa or anything, and you're gonna get yourself a few hours. So that's what you should do.
So did you guys
What?
want these potions or not?
Yeah, we do. And Sia was actually in character telling the guy, "Don't fucking do that. Don't do that shit." I don't remember what it was exactly. He tried to shake her hand with his hands full of potions, she just kind of shook her head at him.
He didn't. He looked down for a second.
Oh.
And then she shouted, "Don't fucking do that!" And he kind of.
She's just like, don't shake my hand when your hands are full of potions, man.
I wasn't. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And he looks annoyed all of a sudden, slightly, and kind of like ducks.
He has the balls to be okay. How fucking dare you?
Oh my god.
He ducks back in the room, and there's sort of a grinding noise as the door squeak closed. Just ajar by an inch, and there's a good 10-15 minutes of just sort of relative silence. There's from inside you can hear the faint rattle of glass and the puff of steam, and some other sort of alchemical noises of people walking around and the click of sort of flames coming on and burners and so on. But that's sort of it for a good 10-15 minutes. You're left standing out there.
Alright. So she's just leaning against the wall. She looks really cool because she puts one foot up on the wall behind her. That's what cool people do.
I'm glad that you read that in a book somewhere.
How fucking dare you? I'm cool.
No, that's what I implied.
What's happening with everyone else? They went to go talk to Ark in our rooms.
Did they?
Well, that's what I told them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's cut back to the other group. What is everyone else doing?
We're going to talk to Ark in our dorm rooms.
Okay, so you go back to Robert and Tim's dorm room. and you go in and shut the door.
Okay, hold on. Why did you say Robert and Tim?
Oh my!
Your character is so indistinguishable from you, Tim, is the problem.
No, sorry, because I'm looking at the names on Roll20, and he has Robert up and he has Tim up.
Oh, that's right, huh?
I'm the only one that has a character name up, and it confuses everyone all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
Robert and his character now.
So you go back
Robert's
to.
also a normal human name. Well, wait,
Yes.
Cedric isn't it? Never mind.
Yeah.
So you go back to Robert and Gantz's dorm room, and close the door, I assume.
Yeah.
And sort of.
We don't
Okay.
need
Close
eavesdroppers.
the door. Probably good.
Probably. Are you trying to do this quietly?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, well,
Yes.
get Ark out. You gotta get her out. And
They're out of. Hey, Rob.
Robert's backpack, not Robert's back end.
Fine.
So you take Ark out, that little the white marble looking sphere, and it kind of do, and she pops on and kind of floats to the middle of the room. And there's a little second as those blue lights kind of coalesce all around her sphere, and the voice pops in and says, "Hello, adventurers. How may I assist you?"
Can you turn your volume down a bit? We're trying to be stealthy here.
There's a short pause, and she comes back slightly quieter. She goes, "I'm sorry, I can only go this low."
There's like that sound on a Mac when you try to lower the volume.
Dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're spamming the button and it's just dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I just exactly the same. Should we should we like wrap her in like a towel or something? Or something like.
There's a brief flare of blue light from Ark at the comment.
Jesus, calm down.
Tim, why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
Gantz only
Trying to be
whispers.
stealthy.
Oh.
Hold on, let me turn up my mic.
Please.
Is that better? I mean, is that better?
Whoa. Holy shit.
Pooped a little, but yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Did you have something to ask Ark, or did you just want to look at her?
We haven't really looked at her since
Why are you
we
looking
found
at
her,
me?
so I mean.
Somebody else guys. There's two other people. They're gonna ask something. You can ask
I'm
something.
not looking at any of you.
Do you know anything about ogres, Ark?
I have some information on ogres. What would you like to know?
How to kill them faster.
What was that?
I mean, do they have weaknesses? How what's the easiest way to kill them?
Carefully.
Oh, Art, don't be a smart ass.
Sia says
I
from
know
all the way
Sia's,
down there.
Sia's not in the room, but she
She just has a premonition that someone's being a smartass.
like somebody's being a dick and I'm not happy about it.
Ark kind of buzzes for a second, and there's a little click and a flash of blue light. She goes, "Typically, most people avoid conflict with ogres. The easiest way to kill them is in large numbers. I would suggest bringing many companions with you."
We only got like 4.
Unfortunate.
And a dog.
That makes 5.
Thanks, Art.
That's
What's
All
a
right,
joke?
just Ark away.
No, wait. What do you know about giant space cats?
Ooh.
I'm unfamiliar with that term.
Yeah, didn't we fucking ask her that?
Yeah, we tried that before and she didn't know anything.
You have previously asked me this question. I have not acquired new information since then.
Where do you get your information from anyway?
My information comes from the collective minds and sources of the island of Kron Mage Academy. All information and arcane individuals and text were put into a grand and complete ritual, which you enacted. This is the culmination of all of their knowledge.
So they knew
That
nothing
knew
about
jack
Space Cat.
shit about Space
That's a
Cat. Even
shitty
though they had a portal that
university.
directly into fucking Space Cat land, none of them knew jack shit about him.
Okay, well, C is not there, so let me
They're
say that again.
incompetent.
They
Yes.
knew jack shit about space cats. Like, they had a portal like directly to the giant space cat. They didn't know anything about it. What the hell is that? Like, you are... Wait, so does that mean, like... Wait, who's that girl who, like, died when we didn't save her because I tried to punch the window and broke my hand real bad?
I'm
Is like, she in
unclear.
there? I was asking Robert. That's Robert.
Nearly 400 females died on Kron Island on that day. I'm unclear as to which one you're asking about.
What was her name?
Layla.
What was her name?
Layla.
Layla.
Ark sort of buzzes for a second and goes, Layla Archeon was a member of the Kron Mage Academy.
Oh, Mark. Oh.
She got her, like, memories or whatever in you or something, or is that...
I love Kansas new smoker voice. Love it.
It really hurts.
He's hard-boiled.
It really hurts.
It's
It's
like
like
the
the
Lucifer's
1930s
Batman.
gangster bard.
what? I love it.
What was the question? What were you just...
I don't remember what the question was.
Okay, good.
Let me think. What were we gonna ask her again? Oh
We
yeah.
could ask her about the place that we're going to.
What's it called?
She might have maps. I don't know.
It is
I know
called
the valley, but I forget what it's called.
Indavala Valley.
Invalid Valley.
Indavala Valley. Sorry, Sia isn't there. Sorry, she doesn't see it.
She's shouting.
So, like, we have to go to this place called Indavala Valley. Do you know anything about that?
I am familiar with the location. It is located approximately 2 days west of here, by foot. It is what it was once a peaceful region known for logging encampments. It has now become a
Is that in canon for Ark there?
Nope, that's just me.
Obviously.
No,
That was not in canon.
that was not canon. You will forget the last 30 seconds. No.
Didn't you realize it's us? Like there's just a bright flash of light. Forget everything.
It's the Men in Black flashy thing.
No, she's like, it was once a prosperous valley full of a logging community. Recently, in the last 100 years, transformed into a peaceful village, known for its trade routes and... where are my notes? Google Docs. Froze. It has a small harbor along the Grained River, which intersects with a number of gardens, museums, and other popular attractions, making it a lovely place for summer holidays.
There are probably a ton of Pokestops along there.
I don't know what a Pokestop is.
Well, thank you, Ark. I will... Yeah.
Happy to be of service.
Okay, here's another. Okay, God, this really hurts my throat. I need to think of something else. This feels great. Wait.
Was there anything else I could assist you with?
So why did the guys at the Mage Island make you exactly? Is it like a reference material?
Their intention was not to create me. They were hoping to enact interplanar activities. I do not know the full extent of it. The majority of their information was destroyed in the blast and could not be reconfigured into my mainframe.
Wait, so you just happened and you're not supposed to happen?
I am unclear on the spell or ritual that created me.
Well, shit.
That is one way to describe it.
Well, it's really hard for Sia not to be there. Sia would have comments, but I'm like, I just gotta mute myself.
Was there anything else I could assist you with?
Thinking.
Okay.
East Dragon is with us now.
I
Get
gotta
off my damn lawn.
His voice needs to be at least 2 octaves higher.
Get off my damn lawn!
Get off my dragon lawn!
Please don't make Gans's voice like that.
That hurt like 20 times more. The Clint Eastwood one. Oh, okay. Okay. What was the relationship between the organization on the Mage Island, whose name I'm never going to remember, and
Kron Mage Academy.
that Mage Academy, and
Kron. Kron.
right, that one, and the Vulkreth people, like, were they?
There's a little
Same
flash of blue light, and she
organization.
projects Kron onto the wall beside Gans.
Right.
This is the most passive aggressive.
Corn Mage Academy. Corn.
Corn Mage Academy. Gans is dyslexic.
Is the R backwards?
That is the corn logo.
No, all the other letters are backwards in Kron Mage Academy, but just the R is forwards.
Even
Ooh.
it goes backwards.
I hate this.
The N is the most backwards.
Okay, Cedric.
It's backwards twice.
I'm sorry, I'm muting myself now, okay? I'm muting myself on the E and I'll let you guys argue your thing.
I put my foot in a puddle. Oh.
Is it
Are
okay,
you DMing from the woods again?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm on my phone. What are you asking? Or what are you asking? You didn't finish the question.
What's the relationship between Kron and Vulkreth? Was what he was saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
like was one of them, like, was Vulkreth like head of Kron? Like, was Kron like a department of Vulkreth, or are they just like buds or whatever?
No, they were completely separate organizations. They often collaborated on a number of things, given their diverse and complementary skill sets.
I'm like super worried about the fact that we. I can't do this. I can't.
Would you care
like-
for a mint?
I'm like super. I'm like, can't do this. I'm like super worried. No, that doesn't work at all.
You can practice.
I started
come
with a
back-
voice. I have to have a voice. I started. I can't go back to normal because then I'll.
I love Gantz, the fucking neo-noir detective, apparently.
How do you, I can't, it hurts. It like I need like a billion glasses of water.
What voice are you trying to do?
I don't know. I
You're
don't
trying
know.
is that the problem, Tim?
That's always
Are
the
you-
problem.
Are you
I'm
trying to?
gonna try to figure out if I can even do a smoker voice over the next week, but I'm not gonna fucking try it tonight in front of people. It's not gonna happen.
Well, that's your problem. is you
You're
having that
brave,
thing.
Tim, but you're also bad.
I wouldn't call it bravery. Ugh. Yeah, I'm really. Oh god, it hurts. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You sound like freaking Morty.
It is sliding
just
into Rick and
Morty.
Morty right now.
Oh, jeez, I don't know, Sia. I don't know about this, Sia. I think we get in a lot of trouble. I think you, Sia. Does not seem. Seems really dangerous, Sia.
You know what? That actually works perfectly.
That's perfect.
It does.
Gans is now
Let's
Morty.
go
Yeah,
with
that should work.
Let's just plagiarize. We're not making money off of this, so it's fine, right? It's fair use.
Guys,
Yeah, totally.
You put
Guys,
it down on a voice.
I'm kind of worried about having have an arc now. I mean, well,
Is there anything I can
She's gonna
do
need you
to
to take that arc
alleviate
and
your
shove it up your
concerns?
butt.
don't do that. Just come on. I'm trying to be serious here. Just don't talk like that. Okay?
Is there
This is
anything
really
I can
important.
do to
So,
alleviate
do-
your concerns?
Do you think there's like people in Vulkreth who might have known what people were up to in like making you? Because I mean,
Given the conversations I've heard over the last couple days, specifically with your team and the director when you arrived back here, I believe there were a number of employees in Vulkreth who may have been involved in the insurgents in Kron. I believe that they have also been eradicated, if your director can be trusted.
wait, so like you were part of the whole thing? That was
I can hear everything you say.
No, that's not what I was talking about. No, I'm not talking about that. I meant like so that initial director who turned out to be fake
She was the real director.
what? Oh, but
No, it was a real director. It was just a director that was acting against.
oh, so she was just a
against
traitor.
Vulkreth.
I mean, she was
Yes.
a traitor.
Yeah, she was a traitor,
Right.
not a fake.
Right.
Correct.
So,
Who was she working for?
was she
I-
working for Vulkreth? No. No, yes. Yes, she was director of Vulkreth. She was working for Kron. She had something to do with the thing that made you. Because
I-
you said that everybody who was making you in Vulkreth.
I believe
everybody
she
making
was-
you in Vulkreth been eradicated.
I-
Can't say puberty all of a sudden. I can't believe we witnessed this.
Dragonborn physiology is really weird. Now I'm just Mario from the old CGI things. Shut up, Luigi.
Please, yes. Oh my god.
Why? Why are you like this?
I don't even remember the question.
What can Ark tell us about the rebels and the rebellion that was happening inside?
I was not currently at Vulkreth when that took place. I do not have enough information to comment.
That's fair. All right, I think we've gotten as much out of this as we can. Maybe we just go and find Sia and actually do our mission.
Yeah, so did you want to put Ark away, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking if there was another question,
Everyone's so
but no one else.
afraid of doing anything.
Bye.
Everyone just looks
Bye.
at each other for a long, nervous, tense silence.
I don't know. So, I mean, you can put Ark back in the bag, probably, and we'll cut back down to Sia, who has been looking very cool outside of the Alchemist wing I guess.
Super cool.
Super cool. So he's been there for about 15 minutes, and it's been pretty much quiet, and there's a sudden sort of grinding noise, and the click of chains and gears again as the door pops back open a bit. And kind of slowly grinds open, and Klaus sort of sticks his head out of the door and looks one way, and then looks the other way and catches sight of you, and kind of steps out into the hallway. He goes, "Oh, hello. So we got your vials, sort of worked out here." And he's got them all in his hand there, and he kind of nods you over.
Great. And she's gonna go over there, and she's waiting. She's got her hand out to accept the, potions with the explanation.
So he hands over 2 very small red ones. And they're red, and they've got kind of a golden shimmer to them. And they're in some sturdy glass vials. You probably don't have to worry about breaking them. And he hands these 2 small vials over and goes, "These are just some very, very minor healing potions. Very low-key. Nothing to worry about. Might be handy for you, though." And then he hands over another vial, which is a pale sort of aquamarine blue. And it's got this strange sort of swirling essence in it. And it's about the same size as the other 2 red potions. And he goes, "So this is as far as we can tell, this is a water-breathing potion. It should allow you to breathe underwater for some time, probably about an hour at this quantity. So you might find that useful."
Great.
And then there's 2 long, thin vials, and they're both filled with what looks like a rather viscous fluid. It's kind of thicker than the other ones, but it has a very distinct golden sheen to it.
Mm-hmm.
It almost in the right light sort of looks like it's glowing. And there's 2 of these vials that he presses into your palm and goes, "This is actually just a common holy oil." Not sure.
Holy oil. Alright.
Which I'm not.
Usual holy.
Normal holy.
Just it's been blessed. I'm no priest, so I can't. I'm 100% sure on the deity of this.
Sia nods along, but in her mind she's like, "I don't know what this is for. Is it for cooking? Is it lube? What is it?" She's just gonna let that one slide. If you find somebody who needs it, they will know how to use it.
Great.
If they need holy
Battle
oil,
priests just
how
oil
many?
themselves up before they get into battle.
That's what they do. How many red potions were there again?
Just
I
2.
missed what you said. Okay, just 2. Great.
There's 2 holy oils, 2 minor healing potions, 1 potion of water breathing. And he and those are all that he has in his hands. Because the other 2 you had in there actually, they were actually no potions. They were small bits of actually alchemical ingredients. There was a couple unidentifiable parts. Actually, they've been sitting there for a while, but I'm wouldn't recommend drinking any of those. No.
Okay, you can keep them if they're alchemical things. Just you owe me one in the future.
Sure.
Oh, do you guys keep strict records or something?
Well, I mean, we are paid, so yes, usually.
Oh, okay. Can you just pay me for those then? I don't have any use for them.
They are basically useless. So,
okay, just throw them out.
That's what I was doing.
So she's gonna just put those the useful things back in her bag and just wave and be like, "Thanks, Klaus. See you some other time."
Oh well, maybe, and he kind of retreats.
He sounds like he doesn't want to. So she's gonna go back up to their rooms and see what they found out with Ark.
He's like posting a picture like, "Do not allow this woman through the door."
Blacklist.
Exactly.
Not
accept checks from Sia.
Do not accept checks. So yes, you can go back up there. Are you guys still in the dorm room, or are you anywhere else, or?
I'm sure ready to go. I mean, I'm ready to go. I mean, Gans is ready to go. Fuck, I'm doing it now. Gans is ready to go.
How deep in are you, buddy?
I guess we're just waiting for Sia, since Sia told us to go to the room, so...
So you just stand there? If Sia just tells you just stand there forever?
We're just hanging out. Oh, it's
Well,
like
Robert
college.
At least they follow orders,
This is like, I mean, your dorm rooms are very reminiscent of college. I'll be honest.
Well,
I love hanging out in dorm rooms. I did that twice, ever. And I never talked to the person again.
Nice.
It was
that's
great.
I got a lot of
Great.
stories about dorm rooms. Anyway,
of course you do.
shut up,
You
Cedric.
fell
Nobody
through
asked.
You fell through so many ceilings.
No, I didn't try to climb into a dorm room, though, from the outside. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know. It's like both of those times I was talking about. I was hanging out in dorm rooms. Both times I jumped out of the dorm room and fell in a river. That's what I mean by hanging out in dorm rooms.
I'm so proud of you,
That's
Tim.
kind of how they build stuff over here.
I'm so proud you're so ready for the Great White North.
Hmm.
Anyway, back to the RP. So yes, you guys are just hanging out. I mean, it's a very quiet hallway. Like there doesn't appear to be. There's a number of other sort of dorm room sort of situations along the hallway, but you have like a couple neighbors a few doors down, who you haven't really seen or talked to. But it appears to be a pretty sort of quiet hallway without a lot of people living there. Are you guys still hanging out there when Sia comes back for you?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Sia, you can.
Gantz is just playing Stairway to Heaven again.
Great.
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 Robert pulled out his drum to accompany. He does have a drum and proficiency in it.
He does?
Technically,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, he does.
Awesome!
Oh my god. I can't
Okay,
believe it's
okay.
Doesn't have like the
Find
mage
out.
hands clapping along.
In midair. Okay, why doesn't Robert have a drum machine, though? Like, that should be pretty easy. Pretty obvious. Like,
Robert would be a drum machine. He's a machine and he has a drum.
I mean, technically, I guess. That's shitty beatboxing.
that's what a drum machine is, basically. That's what most drum machines are.
Like a metronome?
Have you heard drum machines when they're not being produced? Most of them were made in, like, the 70s and 80s.
Not
That's
to
horrifying.
rain on your parade. Can we go back to the bit where Sia's
Yeah.
Sia walks in on this jam session.
They're just jamming out. And she's like, did you guys learn anything, or do you just come up here and start playing music? Silence! Was that accompanied with guilty looks? I need to know. Like, are they just like,
Yeah, everybody kind of avoids eye contact.
She's like, okay, so you didn't learn anything then. And then she's gonna look at each of them.
Just not really about ogres.
Okay, nothing useful for our mission at all. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
So you all super awkwardly. Sia just stands in the doorway, glaring at everyone. Everyone avoids eye contact. There's near dead silence.
Look, Mom, we had more important things to do, like play music.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure, that's fine.
Gantz
You're like, that's fine.
just starts playing a little softer, but he doesn't stop.
No, it's fine for Gantz to play music. He's a bard. It's just like, all right, that's
He's
fine.
practicing.
So you guys just gonna anything else you guys want to do that we should get together before tomorrow? No. All right.
I mean,
so I
I'm
guess
tr-
we got.
I'm trying to.
It's okay,
Yeah,
Gantz. It's all right.
I don't want to fucking Morty voice because that hurts. No, because that hurts like my soul. But I don't want to do like the Clint Eastwood voice because that hurts my throat.
Which
know
one
if
do
I
you
can
consider
win.
more valuable?
They're both pretty dead already, honestly. This is how you prepare your throat. You just kind of
You just rip it out a little bit. Just
like-
loosen it up.
just like grab that Adam's apple and just like, just like, right. Oh, that hurt doing that.
Yes, Tim.
Usually
Yes, it
crushing a
did.
throat does hurt. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we should probably get something that can. I mean, I can't think. Should we come up with a plan for these ogres first, or do we have to wait until we're there, and we can? And what am I doing?
With your life or like now?
Both.
Okay.
We have a 2-day journey to get there, and
Okay, that's
presumably
true.
they'll have some details about the specific ogres, maybe their habits, maybe what they've done. We can figure it out later.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry, I got really distracted by something.
No, sorry. Somebody just linked me this, and somebody just linked me this.
Oh, good.
What?
And it just caught me off guard because I'm dead.
Oh no.
That's it.
And
Nice meme.
and on that note, we're gonna end the session for tonight since we're apparently.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my attention span
I'm
is
sorry.
gone.
I'm sorry.
at
I
this point.
shouldn't have clicked it. Somebody just sent it to me on Skype. I shouldn't have clicked that.
That's fine.
Nice meme.
I mean, I